everybody. Welcome back to the 18th episode of Continuously Refined. I'm Shayna.
And I'm Sicily.
And in today's episode, we are diving into red light therapy. We both, Cicely and I, got red light therapy masks for Christmas
Yeah.
and have just been obsessed with them. And I've noticed so much like improvement in my skin and honestly overall sleep by using the red light
Yeah.
masks and lamps. So we thought we'd dive into a little bit about like how it scientifically works, what people are using it for, the benefits.
hmm
It is kind of like a trend right now. I feel like a lot of
Very
people
much
are
so.
using them, but there is scientific evidence that shows how beneficial it can be.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to dive into today.
Yeah. A lot of the articles I was looking into when doing research for this episode were talking about like, is it a fad or is it actually something that is going to stick
Yeah.
around and should stick around? And I 100% think it is something that should stick around because it is so good for you. But I do also think that it is a fad at the moment
Yeah.
and people are super into it. I've been using mine, I think, like every night. Like I love it. Like I do think it helps with sleep a lot, like you said. And I also have noticed like like our friends were texting about this and everyone's been asking us like, do you think it works? And I was like, I haven't really like been able to tell if I see any differences yet.
Mhm.
But then like this weekend I've been getting so many compliments on my skin. Like I have not been wearing makeup and everyone's been like, "Oh my gosh, your skin looks so good." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Thanks, I'm not doing anything. I am doing something different."
The
Like
red light,
yep.
the red light. It's really great. I started using a red light lamp about a year ago
Yeah.
to help with my circadian rhythm. So I would plug it in and sit in front of it before I would go to bed at night because it really helps like mimic the sunset. So your
hmm
body is like naturally thinking that the sun is setting, even if I was going to bed at 10 p.m. at night. So that's kind of what I started using it for, just
Yeah.
to like get my body ready for bed. And I'd sit in front of it for about 20 to 30 minutes and read a book before I would fall asleep. And it really, really helped.
Yeah. So kind of to start off with that, when I was looking into the research, I was kind of like, where did red light come from?
Mm-hmm.
And ancient societies we've talked about this a lot with circadian rhythm, but they would hang out in the sun in order to heal wounds and cuts. Like they talked about like the ancient Egyptians, how they were
Mm-hmm.
building all the pyramids, that they had cuts all over their hands. They were always in pain. They would just stand out in the sun to like heal themselves from that,
Hmm.
which really just shows that like foundational society that like was healed by the sun. Like the sun
Yeah.
is there to help heal us.
Mm-hmm.
And then an older doctor, kind of a little bit past the ancient societies, figured out that light could heal diseases.
Mm-hmm.
So he started using these different forms of light in order to cure his patients. And fast forward then to the 60s, laser was invented.
Hmm.
And that's kind of when red light first became a thing and started to be used for healing. So the first kind of like laser and red light started to be used for like very minor healing, but that was kind of the first time that red light was really introduced.
Mm-hmm. It's super interesting. I think that like we talk a lot about and just like the way that we live our life and how it goes back to ancient times. And it's really cool that now it's kind of coming back full circle, even like
Yeah,
these hundreds of thousands of years later.
so true. So kind of to go into like what is red light therapy? It's a therapeutic technique that it uses specific wavelengths of visible red light and infrared light to stimulate the cells in your body.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think of like the sun, there's like a part of the sun that has almost red light like kind of coming off of it.
Yeah.
And the red light wavelength, this is like super technical, but is from 620 to 750 nanometers,
Mm-hmm.
which basically all you need to know about that is that it's strong enough to penetrate the skin deep enough
Yes.
to actually make an effect on your body.
Mm-hmm. And that's why red light is so beneficial, is because it's one of the only lights, like light forms,
Yeah.
that can get that deep into the skin,
Yeah.
where it is getting in contact with our cells and specifically our mitochondria.
And near infrared light can go as deep into the tissue as 1200 nanometers, which is crazy to think about. And so then, as you mentioned, it increases that production of the mitochondria, which makes more energy
Yes.
and can work to efficiently repair skin, boost new cell growth, and improve existing cell functions. Specifically, it can reduce the cytokine cells, and those are the ones that are responsible for inflammation.
Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of different forms of the ways that we can get red light. And like we both have the red light mask.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much just like the face mask that goes over your entire face. I also have a red light lamp.
hmm
You can also get panels, which are just like, I mean, literally just a panel of red light. It's like, what, 2 feet
Yeah.
big? And then people have started getting these really expensive, but really, really cool red light tanning beds.
Yeah.
So it looks like a tanning bed that your moms used to use back, you know, in the 80s and
Yeah.
90s, but it's full of red light. So your whole body is exposed. And kind of we've touched on a little bit, but specifically, a lot of people are using these red light forms for a variety of benefits to improve wrinkles on your face or on your whole body, to reduce the scarring, like scars. If you have
Hmm.
like acne scars, it's really common. Or if you've had something removed with stitches, it's really helpful because that red light helps the cells turn over quicker and helps with that repair. And it also helps with red night if you have a redness on your face. If you have
Yeah.
like rosacea, it can decrease that, as well as it really helps with acne, which I think is a really cool thing for a lot
Mm.
of kids in like high school and college whose hormones are going all over the place. Using that red light to decrease acne is something that I think would be super beneficial for a lot of people.
Yeah. It also stimulates collagen production, so that
Mm-hmm.
can improve your overall skin elasticity. And also, it leaves your skin a lot smoother, looking and feeling smoother. If
Yes.
you don't really know about collagen, it's the most abundant protein in our body,
Mm-hmm.
and it holds so much together from our bone health to hair to even our teeth and our fingernails.
Yes.
So, the more that you can produce it naturally,
Mm-hmm.
the better for you. And the red light therapy is stimulating that natural production of it.
Yes, a lot of so a lot of people, you know, they have like collagen powder, which is a
Hmm.
really good supplement to take. But if you can do something like sitting in a red light to mimic your body to actually learn how to create it on its own,
Yeah.
that's super beneficial in the long term because collagen is one of those proteins or things in our body that significantly decreases as we age. So I believe it's like once you hit the age 30,
Yeah.
your collagen production starts to decrease, which is pretty young if you think
Hmm.
about the rest of your life. And that's why over time, you know, your skin, hair, and nails get more fragile as you age. So I think for anyone, but specifically if you are getting older, having that red light therapy and constantly using it will help your body to continue to make collagen on its
Yeah.
own.
Yeah. It increases blood circulation. So the way that it penetrates your blood vessels will increase the circulation of your blood. And we talked about this kind of already, but I feel like the biggest thing is just it reduces the inflammation of your cells,
Yeah.
which can help so many different parts of your body.
Something I found really interesting when I was doing research about red light was the fact that it can help with people with dementia.
Yeah.
So there was a study, a researcher and doctor had done that he put people who had dementia in front of red light, like in one of those beds for periods of time during the day. I mean, anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour, I think is super, super beneficial. And repetitive usage of the red light found that these patients with dementia had better memories, were able to sleep better, and were less angry.
Interesting.
So, I mean, not only is it helping with your skin and the collagen production, but
Yeah.
it's really having this, it could have this overall benefit on your whole health. So, I think it's super cool. We talk about it a lot, but how your whole body is one and your whole
Yeah.
body works together. And I think this is just another prominent example of that.
Yeah. The crossover from the mental to the physical part, too.
Mm-hmm.
The FDA has even cleared it for pain relief, inflammation, and wound healing, which we talk a lot about the things that the FDA has not done
Yeah.
well. But I do think that that was a cool thing that it has cleared that for a use of healing in our system.
Yes. And again, like fighting inflammation, specifically targeting your thyroid,
Hmm.
and it helps encourage your thyroid to then fight the inflammation. So you're decreasing inflammation and produce what's called T4, which it needs, which your thyroid needs in order to function.
Yeah. And then I even found one article that talked about kind of similar to tying the mental part, but that it
Mm-hmm.
can even lower stress levels. And I think even at the basic level, you think about people laying in these like tanning beds with red light, that is relaxing, right?
Yeah.
And so that is
Mm-hmm.
naturally going to lower your stress level. And I think even us wearing our face mask
Yeah.
like at night, like we're taking that time to slow down. So I
Mm-hmm.
think just that alone, the habit and the practice of it is reducing our stress levels. But then there's very little research, but there is some research tied to overall helping to calm your nervous system down more.
Yeah, there's not many times, specifically myself, where I like will go about my day and am not actively doing something.
Yeah.
Whether I'm scrolling on my phone or doing homework or cooking or
So
watching TV,
true.
like I'm actively doing something, but taking that 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I do it right before I go to bed, but 20 minutes any time of the day to just sit and be
Yeah.
really helps your body and also has all the effects of the red light.
Yeah. And one of the things I think is awesome about red light therapy is there's not a ton of like rules with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like so often with a new wellness trend or whatever it is, it's like, okay, but you have to do this and this and this, and you have to do this with it, or you can't do this or
Yep.
whatever. And it's so difficult to learn all of that. With the red light, it's really just have a clean face.
Mm-hmm.
Like don't have makeup on because that allows it to penetrate your skin deeper.
Yes.
And I've read a bunch of things about don't use if you're pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like you're free to
And
use.
it's so easy.
It's so
And
easy.
they're not that expensive. I mean,
No.
I got mine on Amazon.
Yeah.
They're anywhere from, I mean, there's obviously like the tanning beds that can cost thousands of dollars, but
Yes.
then the face masks that cost, 50.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really cool practice that we've both implemented into
Yeah.
our daily lives. And definitely would highly recommend for anyone of any age. It's super, super helpful.
Yeah. So we hope you found something helpful from this
Yeah.
episode. It's going to be a short, little, quick episode, but we just wanted to teach a little bit about red light therapy. And
Mm-hmm.
we've talked a lot about the new things we want to do in 2025, the new habits we're implementing.
Yes.
And so this is definitely one of them that we're glad we were able to share with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know if you guys are also doing this and if you've seen any differences or benefits that we didn't name in this episode. But we hope you enjoyed listening.
Yes.
And you can catch our episodes every other Wednesday at noon Central Time and follow us on Instagram at Continuously Refined.
Bye.
Bye.